Hello and welcome to Embodied Mindfulness Meditation. My name is Dina Asher Kushnir, and I welcome you to embark on a path of inner discovery and healing through the interwoven practices of Buddhist mindfulness meditation and somatic learning. May it be of benefit to you and those around you. Namaste. Let's meditate. Let's start sitting, find the posture. See how you choose to sit today. If you need to rest, you can even lay down. But stay awake. Give yourself time just to be. Resting in this moment. And notice that breath coming in, releasing itself. And watch the temperature around you. Is it warm? Is it cold? Temperature. We start in the feeling of around the body. Are you comfortable with this, with the temperature of the air? And how can you feel it? Where do you sense the temperature of the air around you? How do you know if it's warm or if it's cooler? And then come back to the breath. Feel the in breath, out breath, breathing itself. Always the anchor will be the breath. Breath by breath. And feel the clothes that you're wearing according to the temperature in your environment. And maybe you feel inside your body some chills or warmth. Where do you feel it if you have them? Can you feel the inner temperature of your body? Where do you feel the temperature? Heat or cold? You like it or you dislike it? What's the first reaction? How do you meet it? With dislike or like or neutral? Is there a desire to have it differently? How do you meet that desire that wants something else than what is? Maybe there is an aversion of rejecting what is. How do you meet that aversion? How do you meet desires of something different? Or meet aversions as a rejection of what's just this now, rejection of the now, or wanting something from the now that to be different. It's desire and aversion. How do we meet them? And what about neutral? So we'll stay with that question through this sitting today of noticing desires and how we meet desire and rejection, aversions to what comes up, either in sensation or thoughts or memories or anything that arises in your environment. How do you meet it? With desire for more? With rejection of what arises? Judgment? Closing off? Walling off that? Or grasping for more? And so that's the deep inquiry. How I meet life when it's unpleasant or when it's pleasant or when it's neutral. So let's go for a journey with these questions, these inquiries. How do we meet those opposing realities? Pleasant, unpleasant, neutral. And let's do this journey through the body. That's how we meet moment by moment in the city. So let's start with a whole skull, your whole head and face, and start to feel the sensations. Maybe there's a headache. How do you meet the headache? Maybe there's nothingness. You don't feel anything. How do you meet nothing? Just sense the skull, the face, the ears, the eyes, the jaws, the mouth. And you notice the noticing and the reaction to the noticing. So you feel your mouth and what's first comes into this perception. What's the feeling? Oh, I don't like it. Ah, I like it. It's warmth and soft and fantastic. And feel is there's desire there for more of that. The sound. What's your reaction to the sound? You're letting the sound in, neutral, come in, go out, like the breath. Or there's reaction. There's a pull towards something else. Or rejection, closing off. Maybe you don't like that I'm talking even. You want me to be quiet, but here I am, I'm not. So how do you meet that moment when you don't get what you want? When there's aversion to whatever it is that is experienced in this moment. The flow of life itself. Go down to the area of the neck and the throat. Feel how the breath touch this area. Let stay. Feel the feelings and the sensations. Maybe you can try to swallow and feel how the saliva goes down the food track. And then the breath going through the air pipe. That's the sensation. And what's the feeling? Like, dislike, neutral. Maybe your stuffy nose and you have a little hard of breathing. How do you meet that moment? This sensation, this restriction. What's the reaction? The immediate reaction of the mind. It's either wants it and grasp it or reject it. That's the nature of mind. Judge it or worries about it. That's another reaction. Let's come down slowly into the area of the shoulders and arms and hands. Feel the right side, left side. Notice if there's a discomfort somewhere, and what's the reaction? Immediately, the nature of mind grasp or reject when there's discomfort. Immediately, either we want more of it or we reject it and judge it and worry about it. And then there is all that interpretation that comes through the mind thought about this discomfort. Notice. It goes with mostly unaware. But now we are opening the lens of awareness. How we meet this sensation, this discomfort, or this comfort. Maybe it's comfortable. And move to the area of the rib cage, front and back, the spine, the bony parts of the ribs. Where do you feel there? The movement of breath coming and going, up and down, expanding, contracting. How do you meet that? Is it pleasant? Is it unpleasant? Or it may be neutral. And also notice when it's unpleasant, what's the reaction of the body, of the mind feeling unpleasant? Breathing in, you feel the movement. Breathing out, you feel the release. What's the mind reaction to it, to this breath? Maybe the mind wants to get away. That's another aversion. I don't want to be here. That's another way we meet life. I don't want to be here. I'm going away. It's not pleasant enough for me. And we run away. In this moment, you cannot run away in your body, but you can run away with your mind, dreaming, fantasizing, imagining, memory somewhere else, but not here, this moment, not this breath. How do you come back to this maybe unpleasant moment? The moment is unpleasant, we run away. Or we contract. We have an aversion and judgment. And stories about it. Usually we are victim of it. We've been victimized by it. And then, of course, another chain of stories about our victimhood. And just a breath. Back to the area of the diaphragm, the end of the rib cage, in the back, in the side, in the front. Let's stay there. Watch the sensations. What this produced for you. What this consciousness of the diaphragm. How do you meet the diaphragm? Maybe with curiosity. Try to see if you can meet it with curiosity. Where's the diaphragm? What do you feel truly? How the sensation of the in-breath, what's the diaphragm does? What if curiosity would be the guiding, your guidance? How the diaphragm comes in and out. How deep it goes down to the belly. How deep it goes up into the rib cage. And is it pleasant or not? And how do you meet the pleasantness of it, or how do you meet the not pleasant? Maybe the neutral you meet with boredom, and somehow the bind takes you somewhere else. Sometimes neutral is boring. And the mind takes over. What's boring? What's a feeling of bored, being bored, uninterested? Let's stay in the diaphragm still, inquiring into the movement of it with each breath and how you meet it. That's how mind meets life. That's really what it is. How mind meets life in this moment. And move to the area maybe of the upper belly, in the back, in the front, the side, where the diaphragm touches the liver and the
spleen and pancreas and the kidneys in the back, all those organs are being touched by the diaphragm, the stomach. Even these intestines. What do you feel? What's the sensation? Does it feel full, fullness? Can you feel each organ? Is it being touched, moved actually through the diaphragm? It touches it. The muscle of the diaphragm is very big, and it touches all those organs as it expands itself inward into the belly, the upper belly. And then it leaves it going in to the rib cage, into touching the lungs and the heart. To feel that movement of downward and upward, touching the belly, touching the lungs. What's the sensation? And the feeling, is it pleasant, unpleasant, neutral? Is it discomfort, maybe? How do you meet the discomfort? Sometimes we meet the discomfort with anger or with worried thoughts, with fear. How do we meet this movement, this touch, this life? Now, this moment. Are you away from it, or are you touching it with your awareness? That's another way we meet life, by going away from it. I don't feel anything. I'm bored. Goodbye. This is not for me. Or am I curious, touching, kindly, this life that is living me? Because of it, I can be here. This life is pulsating inside me. Every organs, every breath is full of life. Can I feel it? Is it pleasant for me to feel? Or am I busy somewhere else? Away, far away from this life that is pulsating inside me. Coming down to the area of the lower belly, the womb, the intestine, the urethra, the bladder, sexual organ, the anus, the vagina. How life pulsating there? Is it warm? Is it cool there? Does it move with the breath? And how the mind reacts to this area. Maybe you cannot feel anything. How mind react to that? I feel nothing. So do you go away? You become curious? Will you reject? Will you have a grasping and in feeling angry that you cannot feel? Are you just here, neutral? Come back to the breath. Can you feel the breath in the lower belly? How deep the breath is to touch the lower belly. Are you here, touching with the mind awareness into the sit bones and buttocks, all the area of the hip, the pelvic? Can you see the shape of it? Maybe it's discomfort. And maybe like and dislike arises in your awareness. Come down to the right side of the hip and hip joint and the femur, the thigh, the knee, the leg, the right foot, right toes. Can you feel them? Can you sense life there? Are they lifeless or life full? And you feel sensations. How do you react to those sensations? And sense the left hip joint and left thigh, left knee, left lower leg, the ankle, the foot, the toes. And where the mind is, energy moves. You feel, maybe you can feel cooling, cold left leg. And then when you move in, you're actually changing the temperature by moving in with your mind. Means feel that. Feel how the temperature changes when you feel the left thigh. The energy moves in because your awareness is there. Sense the life force in the knee, maybe throbbing, maybe discomfort, maybe tightness, maybe neutral, non-feeling. And take few moments to come from the toes upward, from the leg, from the toe, the foot, the toes upward, all the way to the hip joint, both right and left, kind of swipe, scan it, sense it. Is it different? Can you feel the energy of life force throbbing in your legs? And what's the reaction? How do you meet it? Is it pleasant, unpleasant, neutral? Or the mind took over because you were bored? So come back. It's okay, always okay to come back. Land in your legs. They are taking you places. They are alive. How do you meet them and their aliveness? Come back to the lower belly. Again, just scanning it slowly. Upper belly, diaphragm, rib cage, lungs, heart, shoulders, arms. Visit those places with your awareness like a flashlight, and notice how the mind touch it. What's the reaction in the mind? Up to the neck, to the skull, to your face, top of the head, whole body scan. Feel the whole body sitting. Breathing, life force throbbing. Like, dislike, neutral. How do you approach this life? Hopefully with gentleness and curiosity, even if you don't like it, even if it's discomfort, with inquiring mind and gentleness, heartfulness. Even if you reject it, even you have aversion, even if you have anger towards it, a judgment towards your body, whatever the mind creates for you, can you approach it? Dislike, like, aversions, desires, grasping, rejection, all of it with curiosity and gentleness. So instead of changing it, what if we just be with it? It's cold. Let's be with the cold. It's warm. Let's be with the warm. It's unpleasant. Let's be with the unpleasant. Feel your whole body posture, breath by breath. and how you meet it this moment. How do you meet yourself moment by moment? We bow to life, even if it's difficult, even if it's changing, even we have no control over the changes. It will change. You like it or don't like it. I have aversion towards the change. I would like something else. It's okay. You can want something else. And yet this is what it is. This moment. Can you touch this moment? Completely touch this moment. It's the only moment you live. There's no life other than this moment. Everything else is an illusion. It's a dream. Past, future is a dream. Wake up from the dream and come back to yourself here. Wake up from your dreams. Now it's sound. How do you feel about that sound? Pleasant, unpleasant, neutral. Notice. Is it annoying? Do you want more? Do you want it to stop? That's what it is. Namaste.
Thank you for listening. May you be safe. May you be well. And may all beings be free of suffering. Namaste.